Hi students, in the previous video lecture I have discussed introduction to intermediate code generation and intermediate code forms. Now let us start the next topic, 3 address code. In 3 address code form, each statement can have maximum 3 addresses. Addresses means operands or variable names, constants or any temporary variables. The general format of 3 address code statement is shown below. So in this format, A, B, C are operands, variables, and operator, OPR means operator. It might be some arithmetic operator or Boolean operator also valid. So this is the general format of 3 address code statement. See the example. A equal to x plus y into z. Suppose I want to translate this statement into 3 address code. In that case, first we have to observe the right side of equal to sign and find out there are two operators plus star. So which operator is having higher precedence star? So first you have to perform the operation y into z within the 3 address code. So I am taking t1 temporary variable t1 equal to y into z. Next, this sub expression result must be added to x. So I am writing x plus t1, t2 equal to x plus t1. So this equal to right side expression totally calculated. Then we have to assign this value to a. So therefore a equal to t2. So here t1, t2 are temporary variables. Usually compiler generated temporary names. Next, addresses, operators and instructions. 3 address code statements are built from 3 concepts: addresses, operators and instructions. So address usually represents an operand that can be variable name, constant or temporary variable name. Operator can be like symbol representing some operation that can be arithmetic operator or Boolean operator usually. Next, instruction. The 3 address code instruction is a statement that follows the syntax of the 3 address code. We have some syntax, that is maximum 3 operands are allowed in the each statement and other rules. Next, 3 address instruction formats. So while writing 3 address code, you have to follow certain instructions, certain instruction formats. We will see one by one. First one, assignment instruction of the form x equal to y operator z. So here operator is a binary operator, something like x equal to y plus z. So I can write this kind of statement in 3 address code. Second one, assignment of the form x equal to operator y. Here OP is a unary operator, like a sign of the number, suppose minus y or plus y or some increment decrement operator. All such operators are allowed to form this kind of assignment statement. Third one, copy statement. We can assign some variable value into another variable. Here y variable value into x in this form. Fourth one, an unconditional jump statement. That means sometimes in the 3 address code we have to transfer the control from one statement to another statement without checking any condition. In that cases we can use go to L. Here L is a label or location or address where how to transfer the control. Next, conditional jump statements. So here we will check the condition first. If condition, if X relation operator Y, if it is satisfied, then transfer the control to location L, go to L, otherwise you do not transfer. That is the meaning of it. So here relational operator can be like less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, double equal to means equal to or not equal to, like that, etc. Next, we can write 3-address code for the source code that contains function call. That means a function call statement can also be translated into 3-address code. Take an example of add of x1 comma x2 comma x3 and so on xn. Here add is a function name and these are parameters. To write its equivalent 3-address code, we have to write parameters list first. So see here, parameter 1 param x1 x2 and so on param xn. I have listed n number of parameters available in the add function call. And finally the reserved word call followed by function name followed by number of parameters. Here the add function takes n number of parameters, so here n is given. Suppose the function add takes 3 parameters, in that case the n will be 3. Example 2. In the function call statement, sometimes it can return some value and it should be caught by the another variable. In that cases the code is shown here. Param x1 list out the parameter names, param x1 param x2 and so on param xn, and y equal to call add comma n. Here y is a variable that catches the return value from the function. So here call is a reserved word, call function is the add, comma n is the number of parameters. So this function call returns some value that should be caught by the variable y. Next 7. In 3-address code statements, we can also use arrays. We know arrays. Array is a similar data elements. So array is a collection of similar data elements. So I can refer the particular element by its index number. Say for example x equal to yi. Here y is an array. I am going to assign the value of array at index I to the variable x is the statement. Similarly, I can do the reverse also. So a of I equal to b means an individual variable value can be assigned to specific location of the array. 8th one. While writing 3-address code, you can also use pointers. See the first statement, p equal to ampersand b. Here p is a pointer variable. We know that point is a variable that holds the address of another variables. So p is equal to ampersand b means the address of b variable is assigned to pointer variable p. Second one, x equal to value at y. Here y is a pointer, so value at this pointer y address is assigned to x. Here x is a individual variable, single variable, ordinary variable. Next, value at p is equal to y. That means an individual variable value x is going to be assigned to value at this address p. So value at p is equal to x. Such statements are also valid in 3-address code statements. Next, last one. We can translate control statements like if statements, switch case statements, loop statements into the 3-address code. For example, take the do while loop. So do while loop is a exit control loop. That means first we will execute the body of the loop. After that we will check the condition. If the condition is true, then the body of the loop is repeated again. So how this is going to be translated into 3 address code means, first write the 3 address code equivalent to I equal to I plus 8. That means T1 equal to suppose I will write here T1 equal to I plus 8 number. Next I equal to T1. So this statement is normal. So I have written the 3 address code first for I equal to I plus 8. Then I have to take the control transfer by verifying the condition. So here I have to write the if condition, and if this condition is verified or satisfied, then I have to transfer the control to the starting statement or body of the loop. So this will be continued as long as the condition is true. So this can be written as shown below. See here. So T1 equal to I plus 8 first statement and I equal to T1. So these two statements are equals to I equal to I plus 8, the body of the do while loop. Next we are checking the condition. If I is less than or equal to n, then go to L. Here I am referring the label L, so that this condition is satisfied, then the control is transferred to the location L, that is the body of the loop. So like this you can translate a given source code into 3 address code. Next one, implementation of 3 address codes. So now we know about 3 address code, and we have to know how this 3 address code can be handled in the computer memory. So for that, the computer uses data structures, namely quadruples, triples and indirect triples. That means 3 address code is implemented as a record structure with the address fields. How many address fields, what is table size, depends on the type of the data structure selected. There are 3 data structures used for the 3 address code implementation as shown below. See the first one, quadruples. A quadruple is a record structure with 4 fields: operator, argument 1, argument 2 and the result. Here operator contains some symbol, some arithmetic operator, plus minus, like that, and argument 1, argument 2 and result are variables or constants. And take one example, x equal to minus a into b plus minus c into d, and try to translate this statement into 3 address code as well as quadruple implementation. So to write quadruple implementation, first of all you have to write the 3 address code. It is easy task. First, when the question is on quadruple implementation of 3 address code, then first translate the given expression into 3 address code. See here. So in this 3 address in this statement there are multiple operators. So I am taking the sub expression minus a into b. So here minus a into b, take this expression. So minus a is having high priority because it is unary operator, it has having high priority, so it should be computed first. So T1 equal to unary minus a. Next, it should be multiplied with b. So T2 equal to T1 into b. So up to now this part is completed. Go for the second part, minus c into d. Similarly, T3 equal to unary minus c, and it should be multiplied with d. So T4, temporary variable T4 equal to T3. T3 means minus c into d. So up to now we have completed the evaluation of minus a into b and minus c into d, and these should be added. Okay, these should be added. So T5 equal to T2 plus T4. So with this statement, the right side expression of equal to is completed. So this should be assigned. So this is completed. Up to now we have to assign this expression value to x. So finally x equal to 5. This is 3 address code for the given statement. And the quadruple implementation contains 4 columns. As the name implies, it contains 4 columns as shown here. Operator, argument 1, argument 2, result. And take the each statement of 3 address code and try to correlate with the table. So first statement is T1 equal to unary minus A. So in this statement the operator is unary minus. So unary minus is the operator written and the A is the argument. Only one argument is there. I will place in the argument 1 cell. The argument 2 is kept empty because unary minus is a unary operator. And the result is stored into the variable T1. So this statement is first row, forming first row. And for each row in the table, we are using some reference number. Okay, so something like index number 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. And take the second statement. The second statement is T1 into B. So here operator is star. Next, the first argument is T1, second argument is B placed in the table, and the result is kept in the variable T2. So the result column will hold T2 variable. Similarly, unary minus C. Unary is the operator, C is the argument, and the result will be kept in the variable T3. Next statement, T3 into D. So star is the operator, T3 is the argument 1, D is the argument 2, and the result will be kept into the variable T4. So the result variable will be T4. Next one is T5 equal to T2 plus T4. Here plus is the operator. So argument 1 will be T2 and argument 2 will be T4. The result will be T5. Next, last one. Take this last statement, assignment statement, x equal to T5. Here equal to is a assignment operator. So we place equal to here operator. And argument 1, argument 2 are there actually, but the x is always referred as result variable, result. So as a result of this operation execution, T5 value is going to be copied into x. So x variable should be kept in the result column, and T5 will be placed in the argument 1. So this is the quadruple implementation of the given expression or given 3 address code. Next, second one, triples implementation of 3 address code. In triples representation of 3 address code, the use of temporary variable is avoided. So as the name implies, triple, it contains only 3 columns in the table. Operator, argument 1, argument 2, and we are avoiding the temporary variable column result by referencing the pointers in the symbol table. So instead of using temporary variables T1, T2 like that, we are assuming that the result, the temporary result or the particular row result can be referred by a index number or reference number. So therefore a triple implementation is a record structure with 3 fields as listed here. Next, take the example 2. Consider the statement x equal to minus a into b plus minus c into d, and write its 3 address code and corresponding triple implementation. Consider the statement. So here first you have to write the 3 address code is known to you, so written as usually. Next you have to write the triple implementation. The triple implementation will have only 3 columns as shown here. See the first one. The first one will be T1 equal to unary minus a. So here operator will be minus as usually, and the argument 1 will be a. and there is no second argument, but the result is kept in the variable t1 in the readdress code. But our intention is reducing the number of columns, and it is done by the removing result column of the table and using reference number. So I can refer the result of this row by the reference number 0. So wherever I want this minus a further in the table evaluation, I can use index 0. Next, take the second statement. T2 equal to T1 into B. So the operator is star. Next, I want to refer T1. T1 means unary minus A. So unary minus A result can be represented by reference number 0. So I can use reference number 0 in the argument 1, and the argument 2 will be B, and the result will be represented by 1, reference number 1. Next one, T3 equal to unary minus C. So here unary minus is the operator, argument 1 is the C, and the result can be referred by index number or reference number 2. Next, T4 equal to T3 into D. So here T3 is the temporary variable, actually refers to minus C. So I want to refer minus T, I can use the index number 2. Next, it should be multiplied with D, so I am placing D here. The result can be referred as number, index number 3. Similarly, T2 plus T4, T5 equal to T2 plus T4. So plus is the operator. T2, so T2 is nothing but T1 into B, that means minus A into B. Okay, so minus A into B, therefore, so I can refer the index number 1. Okay, so I can use the reference number 1 for T2 value. So this is 1, this reference number 1 is placed here. Similarly, I want T4. So T4 is the just previous row index number, that is equal to 3. I placed here 3. So in this row, I am using through two reference numbers 1 and 3. Next, final statement, x equal to T5. X equal to T5. So reference number 5 is there. Okay, as you will see as a sequence serial number. Next, operator is equal to, and here equal to must be taken as a assignment operator. So here the result will be x always. Result will be x always. So we should not refer the result column here. So for that reason, we are taking this one as a binary operator. The left operand is x and right operand is T5. So T5 can be represented by index number 4. So it will be x and 4. So as a result, the T5 value, that is the previous row result, is copied into variable x. It is about the second one. See the third one, indirect triple representation. So indirect triple implementation means we are using indirect addressing. So earlier in the triple representation, we used to reference a particular row result by its index number or reference number. Here that index number, that reference number, is not accessed directly. Instead, it should be kept in the table, and it is accessed by in indirect way. Okay, that means in addition to triples, we use the list of pointers to reference of instruction results. Okay, so in the indirect triple representation, the listing of triples is done indirectly, and listing pointers are used instead of reference numbers. We'll see one example and try to understand. So take the expression x equal to minus a into b plus minus c into d as given in the previous one. It's the address code shown here. Now let us take the indirect triple implementation. It contains two tables actually. as shown here. This is the first table. This is the first table, and this is the second table. Second table contains the second table is only for the indirect addressing, indirect referencing. So as in the triple representation, we'll write the table here. So first statement will be so unary minus will be an operator column, and argument 1 will be A, and whose result is called by reference number 0. This is known. Next one. So here also we will maintain reference number. Next, take the second row. Second row is T1 into B. So here I want to refer T1 actually. So T1 reference number is 0, but we should not access reference number 0 directly. Instead, we have to reference it by indirect addressing. See here, what is the indirect addressing of this? So see the second table. Its indirect addressing is 11, statement number. So in the table, wherever I want to refer, I want to access the reference number 0, I should use its indirect address statement number 11. So as a result, here I want T1. So to refer it the T1, I should use reference number 0 by indirect addressing in the form of 11. So I will place 11 here. Next one, second operand is B, write it as this. Next, third statement is direct one. So T3 equal to unary minus C as triple representation, no difference here. Next, take the fourth statement. Here T4 equal to T3 into T. So here operator is star, placed as this. Okay, next I want to refer T3. So T3 means previous row results. So what is previous row? What is the reference number of previous row? 2. And here argument 1 should refer the result of this previous row in indirect way. So try to find the indirect address of this reference number 2. So what is the indirect address of this reference number 2? 13, statement number 13. So I should use 13 in the argument 1 to represent the result of previous row. Next, second column is direct. Next one, T5 equal to T2 plus T4. So here T2 is T1 into B. What is T1? T1 means minus A into B. So minus A into B, the result is represented by index 1. Actually T2. Next, sorry, yes, next T4. So what is T4? T3 into D, just previous one. So previous one reference number is 3. So the first operand here T2. So first argument is T2. So T2 reference number is 1. What is the indirect address of 1 reference number? Yes, this is the case. This is the 12. So 12 statement number is the indirect address of reference number 1. So I want to refer T2 whose reference number is 1. I should use the indirect address 12. So here it will be 12. Similarly T4. T4 means previous row result. Reference number is 3. So what is the indirect address of reference number 3? 14. So here I should use 14. I am referencing the previous row result in indirect way whose statement number is 14. Next, finally, x equal to T5. So here equal to is the operator. Its left, first argument is X and the second argument is T5. What is the indirect address of previous row result? Previous row reference number is 4. So previous row reference number 4, indirect address is 15. So I am using here 15. So this is the total picture of indirect triple implementation of the given expression related 3 address code. So up to now we have completed these 4 topics, and remaining topics will be discussed in the next video lecture. Thank you.